Is that a Supra? Hello all, welcome to Hypertune. I'm Dharmesh and today I'm gonna keep my intro kind of brief because check it out, we have the all-new A90 Toyota Supra here in Malaysia, launched today, and I've already driven one. Alright, so the all-new Supra then. So there's been a lot of controversial talks about the looks and the authenticity of the Toyota Supra name applied to this car because of the way it was born. This car is a joint venture built between BMW and Toyota. So everything underneath that car, well, at about 90% of it, is based off the BMW Z4, the all-new one, which is already also launched in Malaysia just a couple of months back. But Toyota have made their own changes to it in terms of the bushings, the suspension, some little tweaks here and there. No major changes, but tweaks. So the engine, drivetrain, the transmission, the axle behind, and they are all identical to the BMW Z4, in which, I mean, you have a B58 BMW 3-litre inline 6 hiding underneath here. Very powerful. You get about 340 horsepower. It's mated to BMW ZF 8-speed auto as well, which has a beautiful tune on it, which allows the drop shifts to be seamless and perfect even without any driver input through the pedals. Of course, these cars are pedal shift equipped. The rear differential is where things get nice and busy, is what defines the handling characteristic of this car. You have a BMW active differential. By now, most of you guys who follow the Hypertune page will know that what defines a proper BMW and a lot of slidey stuff is the active differential. So that being applied here means this car can handle. As for the braking system and the wheels, let's go check it out. Okay, the braking system first, you have Brembo 4 ports at the front, ventilated discs, front and rear, and the back is single ports, which is pretty much common nowadays. As for the wheels, you've got really cool, sexy two-toned twin spoke rims, which are 19-inch. The front wheels are equipped with two 5.5 section tires, and the rears are 2.75. So that means shredding rubber, which is very easy in this car because peak torque comes in at 1800 RPM. Will be a painful task as much as it is fun because those are not cheap tires. Okay, so we are in the all-new Toyota Supra. There's one in front of us, so you guys can look at that, and I'll cut in the footage later on. So I just did a half a lap of the course. Yeah, we just did half lap of the course. It consisted of a power run, It's an empty runway anyway, so you just put your foot down, flat out. How long would you say that it was?
I would say about
1 km?
less than that.
Less than that, okay. It was under?
It's about 700 meters.
Okay, 700 meters, and I clocked it at about 189, give or take around there. I know that information is meaningless right now in this perspective, but it felt very safe getting up to the speeds, even on the loose surface over here. Traction control only needed to cut in during the launch. Other than that, the steering is definitely something I want to highlight. It was perfectly weighted even throughout the slalom course and the top speed run. And after this, we're gonna go a bit more into the slaloms, maybe really show the dynamics of the car. So let's check it out. Everything looks pretty familiar in here.
Except the meter though.
Yeah, let's not name names, but they look familiar. But this cluster
meter,
is different.
Yes, actually, I prefer this. I mean,
it's a. I do like it because it's less bombarding you with information.
Yes. I just want what's
that's all you need.
Yes,
yeah,
correct.
Exactly. As a from a driver's point of view, a proper driver.
Yes.
That's all you want to see.
Right. Okay.
Florid on the line. 3, 2, 1, and go. Traction control a bit, and we're already at 100. We're gonna hit our braking point in a while. And 205. Again, not very meaningful, but the main thing I felt is the car felt completely controlled getting up to the speeds. That was the most important part there.
Yep. Okay, slow down, U-turn. And this is a very simple slalom. So you start with the right. So just a warm up and get used to the steering.
Yeah.
Yep. So you notice a lot of frontal grip.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Easily the car is just pointing.
Yeah, exactly. The point and squirt feeling. But I'm not shifting the gears by myself. The system is doing it all by itself. The 8-speed ZF, and it's got its pops and everything, which will definitely entertain all the younger audience nowadays. I'm sure it will be probably a month before somebody already slaps on some exhaust on it. This baby is actually a pretty nimble sports car. That's the word lah. I would use nimble. Right. Okay, I'm getting some ideas because we can do some drifting and gymkhana over here, but we have to follow the rules. We have to follow the rules. I do not want to lose my job. Perhaps another time lah. Huh?
Yeah.
So rather than just walking around, I'm just gonna go in for a quick walk around. Let me just show you guys what it's all about. Alright, so inside you've got BMW everything. You got the proper iDrive display over here, the control. These are all identical to any BMW fans. The main key difference here is, yes, the instrument cluster is completely unique to Toyota, which I actually like a lot because it only shows you the key important features, which is the RPM and your speed. Other than that, you don't need to be bombarded with information. Now, from my little test drive earlier, I loved the driving position the most because you sit low slung, which means the driving position and the dynamics of the car is very much purposeful. That means the driver gets to sit low, the center of gravity nice and low, the control on the steering is perfect, the view out is also very sporty. The windscreen is pretty small when you look at it from inside, from the driver's seat, but it gets the job done. You take some time to get used to the whole view and everything because you do face the speedometer more than the windscreen, but maybe that's just because I'm short. By the end of the day, I feel the dynamics of the car is absolutely stunning. You also have a nice little bubble roof over here. Check it out. The bubble is actually pretty deep. We got some revs going on over there. You got the classic BMW straight 6 sound from the front, and at the moment I've got these cars are stock standard, so you get lovely pops and crackles on the back as they back off, and those things are quite common on any modern sports car, to be honest. I'm sure eventually people will be modifying their cars with performance exhaust and everything, then we'll hear what these things can actually sound like when they breathe. So Toyota Malaysia has only brought in one variant, which is the highest one, the 3-litre straight 6, as you see here, driving away. pictures do not do this car justice. It's nothing like looking at it here in the real life, because in the photos the car doesn't actually look that fat, but in real life it has hips, so that's actually a nice planted feeling. Now, while the old Supra got famous back then for its insane engine, this one has all the looks. I mean, check this thing out. It looks like a fighter jet trying to explode into the real world, and it's so purposeful. I'm sure this is a aerodynamic thing because it slopes downward nice and sharply, and it has many intakes to make sure things stay nice and cool. And the way the arch curves around is actually very beautiful to watch. You also have a nice little fake but a slit over here, and then you come on to the rear hips. There, check it out. Pretty nice and wide. You've got a plastic diffuser over there. Let's show you guys the bottom end. Yeah, and I gotta say, I love the ducktail on this car because I don't know, I just love the fact that it's built-in ducted into the boot lid itself, which is really cool. And of course, Toyota had to keep the same font for the Toyota Supra word because that is too iconic to let go. One thing which they didn't carry forward from the older one is the much sexier back end. The old one was just pretty much curved, like in one big circular motion, but this one you've got nice angular lights. If you guys check it out, and a lot more going on. If I'm honest, there's a lot more going on over here. There's some pops and bangs. This is 2019, everybody's doing pops and bangs. So we've got the red and the yellow. The white sort of cloudy color has not made an appearance here. I don't think it will be, but it's not like we are complaining with these two, are we? While we are at it with the cars, let's just show you guys the boot space, because we are of course practical car reviewers. So the boot opener is over there. Shut the door and pop. Yeah, so you can't expect it to be completely convenient and whatnot. This is of course a sports car, so you get luggage space, nice and simple, not too big of an entrance, but I mean that's what sports cars are all about, aren't they? You get nice speakers though at the back, so this is a proper sports car because you don't get practicality. Nobody wants practicality with a sports car, guys. Just on a side note, this GR stands for Gazoo Racing, which is Toyota's racing division, and they are actually doing very successful, and they played a major role in the build of this car. Right, so there you have it, guys. That's my take on the Toyota Supra. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and to finish it nice and strong, I'm gonna show you guys something that's been going around for the past couple of years, where people react to a Supra. So it's like, is that a Supra? Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and have a good day.